Hello, I'm David, and this is my music store, Opus Music in Decatur, Georgia. I'd like to talk with you about clarinet music, and I'd like to talk with you specifically about critical additions in clarinet music. Please come over to our clarinet section. Now, the work by Schubert, The Shepherd on the Rock, written in his last year of his 31-year life, is a great blessing to the clarinet repertory. I mean, there are hundreds of songs that Schubert wrote for voice and piano. There are not hundreds of sonatas for clarinet by Schubert. Schubert did include us in his symphonies. So we really cherish this work, and it is the height of his powers as a composer. So we have bringing to bear on this rehearsal and performance of Schubert's Shepherd on the Rock a great clarinet, a great mouthpiece, a great reed. All of these are tools that we must have to perform this well. Another tool that you need and is often overlooked is the right addition, a good addition of this music. And let me show you what I mean. Here I have in hand an edition published by G. Henley Verlag, and I'm going to compare it with the edition from G. Schirmer. Now, in the first place, these are different costs. This is the G. Schirmer is $4.99, and the Henley edition is $16.95, and that is a considerable expense. But it is foolish to have this Schirmer edition as your tool for learning this music, and I want to show you why. Come take a look with me, please. First of all, if we look in the Henley edition, and I'll open up the Schirmer edition simultaneously, we have a preface written by Dr. Annette Opperman. And this is regards the history of this music. And finally, the choice of the clarinet as obbligato solo instrument is probably based not upon the pastoral character of the text, but also upon Milder's voice, which was favorably described as clarinet-like. And he's talking about this woman, Pauline Annette Milder Hauptmann. She was a very important operatic singer. Beethoven used her in his opera Fidelio. Schubert knew of her, and they had a relationship. They had a professional relationship. She asked him to write this piece for him. So knowing that is very important. Then getting to the music itself, we have this clarinet part. Here's the clarinet part in the G. Schirmer edition. This G. Schirmer is from 1915 by Carl Dees. This edition from Henley is published last year. Now you may say this is the same music. Not so. In the back of the Henley edition is discussion about the autograph. I mean, Schubert's actual writing of this piece, which is stored in an archive in Vienna that not many people are allowed to look at. But this Dr. Annette Opperman did do extensive research on that and brought forth this music from G. Henley Verlag for us to use. You'll see if you look at the clarinet parts at the beginning, the pianissimo crescendos to a forte, and here in the Dees edition from G. Schirmer, a piano crescending to we're not sure where, and back down to pianissimo. And then the differences continue. Da 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 da. Then pickups da 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 da. Next line in the G. Schirmer edition. Da 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 da. And so the way they space the measures on each line is they have a measure in part of one line and ending on the other. Henley does not do that. They have pickups to this phrase and it continues on through this line. And that is a major difference. It makes you think about the phrases differently. Another very important difference is this. And later on, this is of course the introduction. We all love this music, and then we get to working with the singer. You see not only the notes in the measure and a half before the music, our clarinet part comes in, but you see the words. And you may be saying to me, "I'm a clarinetist. I'm just playing this clarinet part." This music, Schubert's lead, these songs like this piece, the words are as much a part of the music as the notes. And it is important for us to not only be counting measures rest, to be following the words that the singer is singing. Now, if you're working with a singer, if you have the time, get them to pronounce these words for you, so you can really hear the pronunciation. If you can't, if you don't have that much time to work with that singer, then get recordings and make sure you can hear these words pronounced. That's just as important as counting the measures rest and coming into the right place. I hope this little discussion has been helpful to you. There are other works in our repertory, in the clarinet repertory, that come in better editions and worse editions. And I strongly encourage you to invest in those better editions, which do sometimes cost more, but not much more. It is of the same importance as having a good reed, good mouthpiece, good clarinet. It makes all the difference in your playing. Thank you very much for listening.